Please Internet hello, scoot to your left just a little bit.
It's all good. We're
Internet hello and welcome to OKLCS Season 3, Week 6. We saw our Plat Cap games last night, and today we're going to be streaming up for four, hopefully, Gold Cap games. Starting off with the Rock Solid Rift Turtles versus the Thunder Buddies for Life. Rock Solid Rift Turtles currently sitting at, what is their, like 3-1, I want to say? I think they're 3-1, where they've already had their bye week, whereas Thunder Buddies for Life are 4-1. Yes, I was totally right. 4-1 versus 3-1.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into that game right away. Yep. Transition over.
Let's get it going.
Let's do it. Okay, so it is gonna be the Rift Turtles on the blue side up against Thunder Buddies on the red side. Doesn't look like anything.
Well, we got the Garen from Double Doe.
Garen, Double Doe's signature top lane pick.
I love it. Iceman, he is picking this Rise. He picked it all of their games last week.
Yep.
And he's picking it again this week. I can only assume that provided it's not banned, he's probably played it every game.
I just moved the camera. It'll be back to directed now.
And I love you, random citizen. I think that's from Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man. Metro Man.
Yes, thank you. Oh, that movie was underrated. That was pretty good.
It was a good movie.
Yeah. Will Ferrell did a good job. Anyway, team comp wise, I think I'm going to go ahead and give the advantage over to Rock Solid Rift Turtles, just sort of at a glance.
Yeah, I kind of agree. They just with the way Double Doe has been building, he's a lot more. They have a true tank on their side. Shyvana becomes tanky, but
she's not
really doesn't. Tank. Yeah, really doesn't have all the benefits that a true tank will offer you.
She usually goes like 2 damage items, or well, one of them is kind of a bruiser item, but yeah.
And they also have double AP in the form of Rise Echo. So having a true tank is really good against double AP, just because most AP champions don't have the sustained damage to really burn through a tank. Rise mitigates that somewhat, but not as good as something like a Cassiopeia or a
really high
Azir.
DPS. Yeah.
Alright, so Deranged leashed onto his red buff, and now where is he going? He's following his top laner into the enemy side of the jungle. We're just looking at the minimap right now, and yeah, both Sutonri and Deranged heading in.
They're gonna go meet the Graves too. He's about to finish taking his wolves.
Yeah, they're ward down. They throw the ward down so they know when he's coming, and they steal away the blue buff. Like right under his nose, he's like 2 meters away.
It seems they did see the ward go down. He did ping it, but nope, they take it. He's busy taking his wolves.
Yep.
Looks like he doesn't want to go mess with it either.
Yeah, he knows
top
already.
Not top lane.
He knows already the blue buff is gone, so he's just gonna head back towards his red side jungle. Where is he going now? He did not take the Raptors. Oh, hold on a second. Kamina and Brimstone going at it. Dark Dud and Tormented just throwing a few auto attacks at each other.
Yeah, he might have just wanted to go ahead and take the Raptor since he was already there.
The Raptors are something that's super easy for a Graves to take, especially at level 2.
The Thresh is going to have a hard time in the bot lane landing hooks as long as Kamina's, on point with his dashes. Kind of just a reflex thing, but, you should be able to make the move. Wait to see which direction the hook is going, though, The good Threshes like to kind of face their model one way when they start throwing it, because he stays facing that way during this, kind of the wind-up. And then he turns at the last second for the throw.
Yep.
So, try to play some mind games.
Throw it at Dark Dud. It was an interesting farm path by Deranged, but in the end it means that he gets to give his mid laner their first blue buff since he already has one of his own. He's gonna fall a little bit behind because of all that transit movement, because he didn't take any of the small camps away from Legit. So thankfully, Shyvana and Graves, both very farm-heavy junglers. They're not going to have too much gank pressure, and Deranged will have the chance to catch back up. Dark Dud going to get death sentenced up, flayed away. Dark Dud, it looked like he pathed towards Brimstone, but now he wants it. The exhaust goes down into Kamina. Brimstone auto-attacking back. Tormented gets the exhaust as well, but Dark Dud gets flayed back in once again. He still has his flash available. Summoner Heal comes out for Kamina to keep him alive.
Yeah, early game, that Thresh Hook is such a long cooldown. Late game, it gets deceptively short. Like, you could almost chain hooks later in the game. It's a well, no, it gets to about 6 seconds, doesn't it? It's pretty low. Hook, pull them in, use your flay, drop your ult, slow them by the time they get out of the slow. Hook again.
And this is really interesting from Kamina to start up on that cull. Most of the time when you see AD carry start anything other than Doran's Blade, it's Longsword 3, because the Cull doesn't give you as many Hold on a second, Dark Dud gonna get pulled in by the Death Sentence. They're not gonna chain it into anything, but just a little bit of extra damage. The Cull doesn't give you as much combat stats, it's more of a scaling item. You're just anticipating a very long laning phase, and that's possibly the rationale here. It does give Rift Turtles a little bit of an advantage in lane, but a little bit mitigated by the fact that Lucien is just such a dominant AD carry in laning phase.
Yeah. Not too long ago in the top lane, I didn't see what happened between then and now, but they were pretty even in CS, Garen and Echo were, despite Echo having left top lane for so long at the beginning to help steal that blue buff. But now it looks like Doubledo was able to bully him out of lane because he left lane and teleported and is still down CS. So
yeah,
it seems that Doubledo bullied him out.
That's one of those advantages you get when you're a monolith champion up against a mana-oriented champion, because the reason Susan rebacked was not because of his health, but because he had no mana to continue trading back. Oh, Dark Dud takes the Yordle Snap Trap and the Piltover Peacemaker in full. First blood 2v2 outplay by the OK Rift Turtles bottom lane.
Dang, that Caitlyn did a lot of damage. She really chained her headshots well together. Oh, I guess is it a true headshot if you proc it with your traps and things?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, it is. It does the full damage of a headshot.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get like 3 headshots in a row if you headshot and then use your E and your W at the correct times. You can actually cancel the animation of putting down a trap. You know how she sort of like puts down the trap?
You can
cancel that animation using your 90 caliber net. You can actually also cancel it with just auto attack animations. If you're like super good at Caitlyn, which I'm not.
If you're super good at Caitlyn. Deranged, just clearing through his jungle.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of CS behind Graves, but he's probably ahead gold-wise.
No, he's ahead experience-wise. He's level 5 to level 4.
Okay.
It's probably the fact that Graves took Krugs so early on.
Yeah. He can do that, you know. He's got a lot of AoE damage. And it helps him take all the little camps that have lots of little small guys much quicker. Yeah. There are some junglers that just can't for a while do Raptors because it's gonna jump them too hard.
Don't take Raptors on Kindred. It's like basically impossible. Not until you get Runons.
Yeah. But for a champ like Graves, you know, he can do it. AoE auto attacks. The Q does pretty solid AoE damage.
Oh yeah. Sutan Ri continuing to get bullied out by Doubledo, and you know, a lot of people, they're probably thinking it's a Garen. I mean, it's not gonna win him the game even if we have trouble with it, but if it's something that you can put Doubledo off of a comfort champion, something that puts your top laner in a very comfortable position, then you might as well consider taking it away. And Doubledo has gotten it like basically whenever he wants it. Yeah. Deranged is stealing away another blue
ban Garen. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't seem like a ban-worthy champion, even if they're good at it. But you're right, denying a comfort pick.
Yeah, Deranged just stole away another blue buff away from legit, got another deep ward into the jungle, so they're going to be able to see him. Oh, hold on a second, Death Sentence pulls Dark Dud in. They're not going to chain it into the Yordle Snap Trap. Root up onto Brimstone. Kamina gets exhausted. Tormented throws out the Piltover Peacemaker and the 90 caliber net. Kamina now on the run. He has to flash away. Tormented flashes forward. The flash play from Brimstone does not land. That was a little bit questionable.
Yeah, it looked like it was a bit out of his range. That's okay.
Yeah, but continuing to bully out this bottom lane, the Rift Turtles put themselves in a very favorable position. Doubledo very handily winning up in that top lane. And now starting to win trades. Oh, but here we go. The Thunder Buddies pull in Iceman and Deranged with the Realm Warp. Brimstone is rooted up by Iceman, and Deranged goes in with the Dragon's Descent onto Tormented. He has a Summoner Heal to get himself out. Yordle Snapdragon comes out. Thunder Buddies, they're looking for it. Tormented takes the damage, and the Monster Cube from the Dark Dud will secure the kill. Nice roam from Iceman.
Honestly, Iceman was doing. He wasn't missing his skill shots there.
Yeah,
so I think
really
the Rise, not like mastery, relative mastery, is like really working for him because. Honestly, I haven't played a lot of Rise.
Deranged takes a lot of damage. The lateral damage comes through. It's not going to be enough to take him out.
But if you play a little bit of Rise, you know, it's actually not easy to hit every Q. It's kind of slow, can easily hit a minion, you know, it's a little fat. He's doing a good job of it.
Sutanri is really having a rough time in this top lane, and it looks like, just based on his build, he's going towards a tank Echo build, which I had to say is really...
Yeah, it's been weak.
Objectively kind of weak in League of Legends right now. They changed him a lot so that he would be sort of pushed towards the AP build because the tank Echo build is just so oppressive. So as a result, it's kind of bad now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Death Sentence comes in onto Iceman. He gets rooted up by the Glacial Tomb. Sarius trying to do what damage he can, but they didn't have enough to take him out. Exhaust gets that into legit, and Deranged coming in, assassinates Brimstone. Now Tormented stuck in the pit with 2 members of the Thunder Buddies, and he's running for his life, but he's definitely going to be going down here. Once Deranged gets that last auto in, there it is. Double kill for the jungler of the Thunder Buddies. But Dragon did go over to the Rift Turtles, so that is one thing they get for it.
Alright, well, the next dragon is going to be another Infernal. So if they can, actually, they have a lead now, you know, they're gonna want to try and, oh, is this first Tower Blood?
Yes, it will be Tower First Blood as soon as
only Evolution. Alright, so they're acquiring a pretty big gold lead at this point, especially for how early we are in the game, so hopefully they can translate that into getting this next Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, and so, Kamina going for a very interesting Lucian build. Most of the Lucians that we have seen in the OKLCS go for the traditional Blade of the Bryn King rush. Well, I say traditional. It's not traditional, but now it's standard is the better word for it. He's picked up the Bilgewater, but he also has a Serrated Dirk in his inventory. It's not... I mean, both Lethality and Blade of the Bryn King are very interesting builds on... Or, not interesting, both viable builds on Lucian, but most of the time you don't really want to mix the two, just because you lose out on efficiency either way. You kind of get the worst of both worlds situation. Okay, Double Dog going aggressive on the Sushunri, but he has Kamina in his back pocket. He's going to get slowed up eventually here by the... No, doesn't get the Z-Drive Resonance. Actually, I don't think that slows anymore. The Z-Drive Resonance does.
Yeah, they took that away.
The Q does. The Time
Q
Winder.
does, yeah.
The Time Winder does.
Yeah, I don't think we're saying that you can climb and win with anything that you want to get good with. We said objectively bad, you know? It's just objectively the power level is, you know, lower than if you were to just go AP.
Double Dog gets rooted up by the Parallel Convergence. The Dark Dud is going to throw down his root as well. Sutanri uses the Chrono Break to get himself to safety, but here comes Sirius off of the teleport. The flash away from Sutanri keeps him alive. In the meantime, though, Tormented in the bottom lane just shoving that wave in. I have 3 members of the Thunder Buddies up here trying to answer, holding this tower up against the Rift Turtles. Already got Tower First Blood for themselves. They sent Iceman in the bottom lane to answer Tormented. Oh, Death Sentence on the Sutanri. You're going to get flayed back. Double Dog going for the silence. There's the Parallel Convergence. Going to stun up all the members of the Rift Turtles. Sutanri will fall down. The flash forward from Sarius gets him a second kill for his team. Deranged, meanwhile, just shoving in that mid lane. So, a lot of pressure put down by the Rift Turtles, but not getting a whole lot of objectives for it. Kamina doing his best to just push the minion wave away.
Oh, Double Dog takes a turret shot.
Double Dog's very low right now. It looks like they're going to continue. They're finally going to be able to get this tower down. Kamina realizes, I can't hold this by myself. I need to just back away before I die.
Throws out the hook just a smidge early.
Susanri does teleport in, and it does mean the Rift Turtles are going to have to be forced away. Dragon's Descent in from Deranged. The flight comes out a little too early thanks to that invulnerability. Deranged going to have to back away right now. Susanri running for his life. He gets rooted up at the Ring of Frost. Running away with that Z-Drive Resonance movement speed. Will make it out. Means nobody's going to die this time. Deranged, Dragon's Descenting in with half health. Does make it out, really understanding the limits of his champion, but wasn't able to do a whole lot just because of that health deficit.
CS-wise, across the board, it's pretty close, except for in the top and AD carry positions. They're a bit behind on the side of TB4L.
It's close in 2 positions.
Sorry, I mean, well, it's not even that massive
hold on
of
a second. There's the Pale Convergence onto Tormented.
Wow.
He's going to give his life for that tower. Or will he? Because Double Doe's here. The silence comes out. The Mantra Q does not land. Chrono breaks backward. And Tormented makes it out. Double Doe covering his AD carries escape. Susanri jumping onto Brimstone now. But Death Sentence pulls him into the tower range. He has no Chrono break. And he's just going to fall down. Double Doe picks up that one with the Judgment. Iceman trying to put down some damage, but can't do enough. And then the tower finally does go down. Double Doe rooted up by the Rune Prison. Iceman has to back his way out of the tower. Kamina just autoing that mid lane tower. 2 towers have gone down for the Rift Turtles. A Mantra Q comes out, and there's the Calling Tormented gets called! Kamina has to flash his way out of tower range, but another tower will go down in favor of the Thunder Buddies. But we got Sarius pushing that wave in the bottom. Deranged is on his way down there to meet him. Thunder Buddy's not relenting on this push. Death Sentence not going to quite catch Iceman. Dragon's Descent onto Sarius, but he gets the Glacial Path right out. Deranged flashes forward onto him, gets rooted up at the Ring of Frost. He's trying to put down damage. Sarius has the Glacial Tomb. He might actually just want to turn this one around. Uses the ult on himself to block some of that damage and get the heal off. Deranged gonna take another Q. Gets rooted up by the Ring of Frost, but the Fireball takes him out. Killing spree for the jungler of the Thunder Buddies.
Pretty close there. Sandra did her best to try and survive the ordeal. But...
yeah, I think if Sarius had turned immediately instead of running for so long, could
have been able to put down a bit more damage.
In the end, though, Deranged is the one with 3 kills. Has a Ruby Crystal Longsword in addition to his Blood Razor enchant. It could be towards that Jaurum's Fist for the Titanic Hydra. And
the Qs out of Dark Dead are just tickling Garen right now.
Double Doe with only the Mercury's Treads. He's not, doesn't even care. I think that is... you could make the argument either direction in this game for Garen. Ninja Tabi's... oh, hold on a second. Death Sentence onto Iceman. They're all turning onto him. The box keeps him in place, and Legit will take him out with the collateral damage. Mantra Q comes out. Good smite away by Legit.
Iceman getting a little bit too close for comfort.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could make the argument for Ninja Tabi's up against Shyvana, Lucian, but also Mercury Shreds for Rune Prison for Parallel Convergence, and of course for just that latent magic damage coming out. The Rift Turtles will take their 3rd tower of the game, answered back by Susanri in the top lane, I think, eventually.
There it goes.
Alright, but the Rift Turtles, with this push in the bottom lane, the Culling comes out. Nice. Oh, but interrupted by the Death Sentence, and now he's dead! There's the Demacian Justice coming out from Double Doe. Sarius comes to meet his team. Mantra Q comes out. It's only gonna stall out the tower for a few more seconds. And Rift Turtles find their 4th tower of the game, and they're only 1.5k gold down, but they do have 2 Infernals sitting there. Susanri gonna be answered by this teleport coming out from Sarius.
Yeah, so despite the gold lead, those Infernal Dragons are providing a lot of, gold value to their team.
And a scaling power as well. You're just going to get... those just progressively become more valuable.
Yeah, once everybody's full build, your team has these Infernal Dragon stat modifiers, and the other team doesn't. So.
Yeah, and not to mention that they have a Caitlyn, which already vastly outscales Lucian.
Caitlyn kind of... I don't know, she's not exactly a hyper carry, is she? She's just kind of like a
she's not like a
pseudo hyper carry.
She's not like a hyper carry, but she is one of the best late game AD carries that you could have. Yeah.
She's just kind of got the long auto attack range and headshot modifiers on all of her auto attacks, which just helps her stay safe in a fight while putting down pretty good DPS. And then, she's got some decent utility with the traps.
And then, of course, a Graves is going to outscale a Shyvana every time. Shyvana just a much more mid-game...
as well.
Shyvana, much more mid-game oriented jungler. Rift Herald is being taken now by the Rift Turtles. It looks like there's nothing else they really want to do on the map right now. Thunder Buddy's kind of wandering around this mid lane, not getting a whole lot. Iceman and Sutanri trying to push them away. Rift Turtles, they're forced away from the buff. Legit gonna get rooted up. Sutanri gets into the back line. He's exhausted, not doing a whole lot of damage. He flashes over looking for him. Double Down, meanwhile, will get the Rift Herald, but has to flash away for it. Sutanri does pick up the kill into Legit. Double Down, rooted up by the Rune Prison. Now Tormented is out of position. He gets jumped on by Sutanri. Here comes Kamina as well, and he will just finally fall down. The Dark Down picks up that one. The Chrono Break comes out for safety. Deranged into the bottom lane, was shoving, however. They did succeed in getting Double Do the buff.
Yeah.
But
they lost 2 members of the process.
Yeah. And rarely do I ever think that Rift Herald is worth the time investment necessary by a team, even if you're just 2-manning it. So I'd have to say I disagree with that decision.
It'd be a little bit more appealing if it, you know, worked in team fights. If you didn't have to be alone to charge it.
And I mean, they gave up a tower in the bottom lane to Deranged for it. He's gonna Dragon's Descent away onto Double Dub, but now Kamina gets flayed back by Brimstone. He's looking for the hook. Death Sentence is not available, actually. He's just gonna get cold down. Double Down now has to back away. Deranged going back in, but he gets rooted by the Ring of Frost, flashes away, only to die the Demacian Justice. Thunder Buddies in the mid lane, however, putting down a lot of damage onto this mid lane tower with Iceman shoving in the top.
Without the minions, though, that's gonna take a lot less damage, so they're gonna make their way
out. Throw out the
here.
Mantra Q, make their way out. Kamina decided, hey, they all just went mid. Let me go back bot and farm a little bit more. Oh, but Legit is here. Kamina's out of mana. He's gonna dodge away from that end of the line. There's flash from the smoke screen. Keeps himself alive.
He doesn't have red buff right now, but there is not much scarier than a Graves red buff. Alright, Baron buff is up. The teams have been grouped and roaming and looking for objectives so much this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they, you know, try to see if they can make it happen. It's still pretty early in the game, so it's a dangerous. You know.
So, Kamina has the Blade of the Rune King. Now he has a Phage. We have yet to see whether that's going towards the Trinity Force or the Black Cleaver. Both of which are viable. I personally think the Black Cleaver build is better, but. He's still sitting on that serrated Dirk he's just had for a long time, so that makes me think he wanted it just for some of that early game spiking power from lethality.
Yeah, now he's just gonna maybe just hold on to it until later in the game.
I had to say, though, that building that, it kind of, if you're not committing to a lethality build, you're kind of just like sinking gold into a very little bit of a power spike that you're delaying further power spikes, which might be more impactful.
Alright, they have vision, but they don't have the position to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, Rift Turtles clearing out the wards from Thunder Buddies, getting ready for this Baron. Rise is a very good Baron taking champion. Shyvana is a very good Baron taking champion on the side of the Thunder Buddies. Rift Turtles, they'll have a little bit of a... It'll take them a little longer to take the Baron away. And Dark Dot, ooh, he tries to get the ward, but he gets hooked in and Legit just gonna blow him up. Or will he? Yes, he will, because the collateral damage after the flash.
Alright, Garen's showing up in the bot lane. He's got Rift Herald. I guess what's it called? I don't know what Rift Herald buff is called.
It's like Eye of the something.
Eye of the something? Okay.
No, wait, it's Glimpse of the Void.
Glimpse of the Void?
I think it's Glimpse of the Void.
It's... Works for me.
We can find out. Oh, Deranged face checks into Brimstone. He's still got Dragon's Descent to get himself to safety. He's going to get rooted up by the Ring of Frost, except he can't be displaced. Sutanri now walking into a lot of members of the Rift Turtles. Now he has to run himself away. Gets played back out of that one. Chrono breaks him away to safety. Legit taking a lot of damage from Deranged, however. Double Dode trying to be the big frontliner for his team. He gets smited down, and now he's rooted up by Iceman. He's going to get auto down by Kamina. Shutdown goes over. Okay, Rift Turtles trying to get this one. There's the culling coming out. There's a root from Sarius. Sutanri jumps onto him. He goes the glacial path forward. No, he's just running for his life. Brimstone gonna get autoed. Iceman will pick up another one. Jump forward from the phase dive from Sutanri. He's gonna try and slow up Sarius. Realm Warp coming out to cut him off, and now Sarius has to run back the other direction. Kamina gets the Blade of the Rune King active. He's just gonna stand there, use the Glacial Tomb, stall out as much as he can for those death timers from his teammates as he falls down.
Just gonna hang out.
So the Thunder Buddies pick up...
I just thought of puns.
Pick up a lot of kills for that dragon. It is still 3 dragons in favor of the Rift Turtles, but they're losing what is now an inhib tower on the bottom. Yeah, Double Doe doesn't know exactly what to be doing in this situation. He can't just go in, or else he'll just die.
Alright, they're going to rotate mid. This tower's really low. They don't have minions, but I think that they're just going to deal with it.
Tank it up. Kamina will be the one to take tower aggro. Take away the second inhib tower, but neither of the 2 inhibs, they just have to back away from this one. Members of Rift Turtles now respawning.
Yeah, though they're down a lot of dragons. Dragons don't provide that much of a gold advantage. Well, outside of, you know, the stats that they might provide or the bonuses they might provide and those potential gold values, but they are way ahead in gold. They're up 3 towers, they're up 4 kills, and they're starting to pick the CS up after being a little bit behind in the early game.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be Black Cleaver. He's got a Kindle Gem. Kamina. Oh, Dark Dud gonna root up Double Doe, but takes a lot of damage for it. I don't think he'll be able to secure this kill because it is a Garen trying to chase down a Karma. Deranged here, ready to go in on him. He's actually a level up over Double Doe as the jungler, so... Yeah,
Brimstone's waiting here for a hook, but there are two wards on the Baron, so they know he's hanging out.
Glacial Path gonna come out. Serious. Oh, Sutanri gets hooked in, but he's still got that Chrono Break available. He's going to jump away. Deranged, taking a lot of damage. Will fall down to Double Doe. The Culling comes out to zone away the Rift Turtles, but they actually just jump forward onto him. Meanwhile, Double Doe got a double kill, and now Iceman silenced up. He's running for his life, and Double Doe will fall down. Shutdown goes over, but he's going to get ripped Realm Warp out under the Zanyas. Nice play by the Iceman.
Yeah, right after he had picked up that kill on the Garen also. Good moves.
A 2-for-1 in favor of the Rift Turtles. It looks like they are going to start up this Baron, but they don't have their tank here. They're going to rely on Brimstone to tank it for them, but...
It is early in the game, 25 minutes. That's still a somewhat scary time to take a Baron.
He's about to go down. The legit 1 hit from death. The Rift Turtles, they can't take this Baron. They don't have the health bars.
Nope.
Yeah, the Rift Turtles doing a really good job in that team fight. Iceman with a nice play onto Double Doe, realm warping him his way to safety. So, let's see. The Dark Dud has the redemption. He's going to build towards that Locket of the Iron Solari. I'm surprised he didn't go second item Ardent Sensor.
Yeah, Ardent Sensor, people are really liking that right now.
It's just a really good item, especially on a champion like Karma who can just constantly apply it to multiple people.
Yeah, I know. And Shyvana, Echo, Lucian, they all, you know, to some extent get some varying extents, get some benefits for more attack speed.
You're starting to see the effects of Rift Turtles' scaling team composition, as well as the fact that they have the two Infernal Dragons. Yeah, and Double Doe is gonna start. You're gonna start seeing Iceman do a lot of damage to Double Doe because he's gone for this very high armor build, not a whole lot of magic resist. Double Doe gonna silence up Sutanri. He phase dives his way away. Serious roots him up with a Ring of Frost. Sutanri's gonna flash over the wall. Oh, but here come the other members of the Rift Turtles. There's the Ace in the Hole. He's gonna get rooted up by the Glacial Tomb. Chrono breaks his way back to stall out his death a little bit. Iceman pushing in the bottom lane because he saw all the members of the Rift Turtles. He's trying to get the inhib before he goes down here. Has the Realm Warp available, so he's just going to try and auto it down, preparing the Realm Warp to make his escape. Not even going to need it, actually. Just walks himself away. Because his team, does the exact same play. The team posed around the Baron just to make sure the Rift Turtles can't commit too many people there. Oh, and Dragon's Ascent in by Deranged onto Torment. It smites him down. The culling over the wall is just eviscerating Torment, and the death sentence onto Kamina over the wall, but it doesn't matter. His AD carry is already dead. Deranged and Serious going at it with Dark Dud at support. Serious gonna get the redemption. Double Doe doing what he can, but they've already lost 3 members of their team. Sutanri respawning now, but he's just gonna have teleport to get into the fight. Iceman putting damage onto Double Doe. He does get the kill onto Deranged before going down. That's the power of the villain mechanic. Kamina now has it. But it means they are going to get a second inhib for the Thunder Buddies.
Yeah, I remember when Garen first got his rework, everyone was like, holy crap, Garen's super overpowered. But then all of a sudden one day he just sort of quietly became not as overpowered, and that's because there was a bug fix where Garen's true damage from the villain mechanic was being dealt based on his max health rather than his rather than the villain's. So against squishy targets, he was dealing ridiculous damage because it was based on his max health, of which he built a ton. And so after they fixed that, it was a little bit less. Yeah, a little bit less broken. But
I mean, Double Doe, he's been just doing a really good job on Garen throughout the split. He's currently 7-3-2 right now, but the team is just so far behind. The Thunder Buddies making the out rotation. Kamina just gonna cull down this Earth Dragon. The Thunder Buddies will pick up their first dragon of the game. Iceman stealing away the blue buff. You gotta hand it to Iceman. He looks a lot better on this Rise than he did at the beginning of this split.
Yeah, no, he's been working on it, and he's been, you know, showing. What am I trying to say? He's been displaying, you know, the fruits of his practice. You know, the fruits of his labor. It's come a long way, and it's pretty good. He's got the various Rise tricks down, the Zanya's, the Zanya's Realm Warp combo. And on top of that, he's just doing a good job of landing all of his skill shots. Yeah. 5-0-1-5 right now. It's just doing a good job.
And see, one thing I really... Kamina, he went the Blade of the Ring King into Black Cleaver. Now, it's only now that he's actually starting to finish off this Yomu's Ghost Blade. Hold on a second. We're going to see Thunder Buddy starting up on the Baron. They have Double Doe in the base trying to defend against Super Minions. They see Sarius now, and the Thunder Buddies are definitely going to be able to get this one uncontested. They have Legit there, but he's not going to get in range for a Smite. Their range takes that one away.
Unfortunately, I believe there was something corrupted about this file that was sent to us. The game is about to end in 20 seconds, despite the game having another minute and a half after it crashes here.
Alright, so is it safe for me to say that the Thunder Buddies won this game?
Yes, the Thunder Buddies do in fact win this game. They 2-0 the series against the Rock Salt Rift Turtles. I think it's exactly at 31 minutes that it's about to... Yeah. The game doesn't actually end without a result. There is a result. Thunder Buddies push in and take the win a minute and a half from now in the game. So that's going to be the win for Thunder Buddies, I guess.
All right, so the Thunder Buddies will take the win over the Rift Turtles in 32-ish minutes.
Yeah, 32 and a half, I think, is what it should have been.
But anyways, that is going to be it for that game. We're going to get into a second game after the break, so thank you guys for watching, and see you in just a few minutes.